I know you're somewhere, I'm trapped in.
Hey everyone, welcome to the Lion's Den. So I was actually on YouTube and I was reading through the comments and I noticed a comment under one of my Monsta X videos. And they're like, basically I like this, but I want to see more about Monsta X career and everything. And I thought I was actually very happy to see a comment like that because I actually did want my channel to have a little more substance than just ships. Even though I do the ships for fun and just honestly just to sort of give some people a little more insight on if their ship is real or whatnot. I did want to do something more on the lines of careers and health and, you know, just things like that. So I just thought that was a really interesting ask, an interesting request. And so I'm like, let me go ahead and take the time to do a reading like this. So I'm going to start with this is going to be Monsta X's sort of career forecast. It's yeah, I'm just gonna kind of start. Um, this can be from February, January, February, March, April, May, to June or something. I'm not gonna put an actual timestamp date, but yeah. So we're gonna start off with the first batch of cards that I got, and this is for actions. No, this is going to be where is the present view of their career? Like, what does their career look like right now, and their performance for right now. Okay. So right now, currently, it's talking about Monster X at a time where they're sort of stuck, a little bit stuck career-wise, not sure which path to take, where to go. Um, and they're kind of they need to reflect on themselves, and they need to reflect on the type of energy that they're putting out. Um, and it's also talking about there's right now there are new doors that are opening for them. Okay. There are new doors that are opening for them, but before they do that, I see that they need to sort of take time for themselves. It's talking about kind of before they kind of go through this door, step through into new opportunities and new changes, that there's going to be times, right now is a time that they're kind of going to need to stop and really think about their lives and careers and what path they want to take. Okay, this is still talking about their present view of their current career and their performance. Okay, so we also have here is kind of the way they are performance wise is they're very by the book. They're very like at right now they're kind of following instructions a lot more closely than they used to. They're kind of trying to sort of um, keep things intact, not break many rules. Um, they're definitely focused on what's going on currently rather than planning for the future. But the fates come out and it's kind of telling me again, just like the gates of triumph, that there's going to be change. There's going to be a change that's coming for them right now in this space of time. Okay. So even with the elephants, how you see the elephants by the book, right? So the card slow and steady came out. Slow and steady, the golden place, and sacred pool came out. Um, oh, that's so cool. I'm sorry. I noticed the 3 and 2, the 2 and 3, the sevens, a lot of matching numbers. Anyway, so we have slow and steady, golden palace, and sacred pool. And it's basically talking about when that new opportunity, because I see they're going to have a new opportunity that's coming to them around the corner. When that new opportunity arrives, that they need to take their time making changes and take their time going into things. Okay, the golden palace is also kind of that new place, that new opportunity that is there for them. That's where they're going to be at. But the sacred pool is also talking about making sure that they reflect and really know who they are as Monster X and what they want out of their lives and careers before they make that journey, before they move on. Okay. So we also have with where their current career path is right now. is just kind of like right now they're steady receiving money from fans. Of course, they have a mostly woman fan base, but they're steady still receiving those funds, receiving that love, that energy, and kind of moving on from there, as well as these tarot honestly just say the exact same things. Using this sort of rush of emotions and love charged energy to sort of produce results and using that love to go on and push themselves forward as Monster X. That's where they are right now. They're just at a points where they do need to relax and really reestablish where they need to be and where they're trying to go. And they're at a point where they're recognizing that new doors are opening for them within their career, and they're worried if they're ready for it or not. Okay, so moving on, get these cards out. I'm sorry. Okay, so the next one is the actions that can be taken to advance their career. Um, okay, so what we have is, which came out first? Put it like this: solitude and spirit of place. Just kind of like where the first one talking about where they are currently, it's kind of like they're in a state of reflection, right? So solitude and spirit of place, these are actions that they can advise. Um, um, these are actions that they can take to advance their career. And right now, I'm seeing that they need to sit down and relax. They need to go to a place where they can meditate, where they can truly think. It seems like a lot of things right now are centering around them really deciding on what they want to do with their careers and in which path they should be going. We have the moon and the world, and the moon is still also about reflection, self reflection. It's about connecting to your own spirit, to oneself, your own spirituality. And we also, like I said, have the world, and the world is kind of to me showing, talking about where their place is in the world. That's how I feel it is. It's like really taking time, being by yourself, going through what you want out of life, connecting with your own spirit, your own real desires and wants and needs, and seeing how you can receive that from the world and see where you can find that in the world. We also have co-create, which I feel like is partnership. I feel like there's a sort of partnership that needs to go on, a collaboration. So there's maybe an artist out there that may want to cooperate with them, that may want to make some music with them, and that's kind of there on the table for them. So I think if someone offers to work with Monster X, I feel like co-create is there, to kind of say that that is a good path to go down. What I also got is um, wise leader and grace and gratitude. Okay, wise leader made me think of Shonu. So I feel like this is talking about, Shonu is going to be, let Shonu make some decisions. Like um, Shonu may be having some decisions. Shonu, or for whatever reason, I'm hearing Juon as well. So Shonu and Juon, probably just Juon, needs to make some decisions, and those are going to be they're going to be actually very wise career decisions. Okay, they're going to be wise career decisions, so they need to listen to them. Also, grace and gratitude. So, Masa X, a lot of times I know that there's a lot of times where Monsta X is actually being wronged on public, on camera, behind the scenes and everything. But I think what's talking about is through being at least in front of the camera grateful and showing that grace, that joy, that happiness, that love, that they will receive that in return. Or just even the decisions that this wise leader figure makes, will in return bring them grace and gratitude. Okay. Um, okay, so what is this one? This is still actions that can be taken to um, advance their careers. I'm trying to figure out what order this came out to. And so, again, this is talking about working on inner heartbreak. This is talking about working on, like how I was saying, that there's a lot of times that Monster X has been very wronged, by a lot of companies, artists, shows. And I'm seeing just how it's talking about reflecting and kind of going within oneself to figure out what they want to do and where they want to go and how they want to go about life. It's just like there needs to be a reflection done. There needs to be a reflection done and bring out all of those resentments, bring out all of that darkness that is within them for how they've been treated, bring that to light. And once that's done, they can start working on accepting and receiving and building newer, stronger emotional bonds with not only within themselves and each other, but also within their fans. So that's the advice that they have that will be to further their career. Advice that they should take. It's a lot of more of self-reflection and thinking about decisions being made, and also listening to the leader or whomever leads them most musically. Okay. I think there's like a sort of, like I said, I kind of keep picking up h.one, so it's possibly h.one instead of Shonu. But I also feel like there's Shonu energy, so it could be a combination of both. So the next one is this is aspects of their career that cannot be changed. Okay, so let's go ahead and start. Am I missing cards? Okay, aspects of the career that cannot be changed. Their door to value, their door to money and finances comes from the love of their fans. That cannot be changed. That will not change. It's just, it's stating the obvious, but it is what, it's what came out. So their door to further evolving themselves, their door to supporting themselves is through their fans. Um, oh, again, it's just talking about this is talking about things that won't change, is that regardless of what path they follow, that they will be supported any way, shape, or form. It's almost like there's no necessarily wrong way for Monster X to go. Whichever way they take, they're going to be supported in that action. But there is a pathway that seems to be more common for them, which is the rougher way. So I feel like out of like both, if you see in these cards, I'll try to explain it this way. There's kind of a path that has nothingness. It's kind of a clear, empty road. And then there's a path that kind of seems a lot more beautiful, a lot more friendly, a lot more easy. I mean, this place has nothing in it, but it's kind of easier over here, but it's more beautiful. There's reaping more rewards. That's how I kind of see both of those cards as. But it seems like they're going to choose a more harder path than that. So I would probably say the lesser beautiful path, they're going to go down that way. More than likely. That's not a fact, but it's more than likely. And that's where the dragon layer and the bone collector come in. The dragon layer is just talking about this is going to be a new pathway for you, a new adventure. They're going to meet a lot more new people. They're going to probably be dealing with, collaborating with, or attempting to collaborate with a lot more people, stepping out of their friend zone, more traveling. Um, and it's going to be hard, it's going to be rough, it's going to be possibly dangerous. The bone collector is here to collect everything and hold and keep everything that is precious to them safe. So it's almost like, yes, if they choose the rougher path, they're still going to have a space where most of everything they built will still be protected. Okay, so even if it doesn't go well, that they still have something to fall back on. That's what I'm feeling from that. The card. that came out for the tarot. Only one card popped out for them, and it's the High Priestess. And the High Priestess, I feel like, is almost similar to the Bone Collector. I feel like it's almost saying that they have fans to fall back on, and that their fan base, okay, will Mom Baby will keep them straight. We gonna keep them together. We're gonna keep them fine. You know, Monster X will be fine regardless of what path they take, even if it's a little more reckless and a little more dangerous. Okay. Um. Oh, I forgot to flip over these two cards. Um. But as well as new life and blessed. So this is again on things that they cannot change about their career. Is that there is going to be change. There's new life. There's going to be a change in Monster X's career, and it is going to be for the better, regardless if they take a harder or easier way to get to there. There's going to be a big, better change for them, and the card blessed speaks for itself. They will be truly highly blessed further along in their career. Okay. Well, that they are blessed is something that they can't change. Now we're going to go into the last card, which is talking about the last sets, which is basically um, talking about. Sorry, I had to make sure my camera was still on. Talking about what are the anticipated results if they actually follow their guidance. And remember, the guidance is self-reflection and really listening to their leaders and whatnot. Y'all can rewind it if y'all don't remember. Okay, so um, if they follow the guidance given to them, right? They will be led down the temple path. Okay, the temple path. Remember when I was saying that there's like two ways, a harder way and a soft way? If they follow their guidance properly, I feel like they'll be guided down an easier, more blessed path. Either way, it's going to be good. It's still talking about traveling and different paths for them to take. But the temple path is talking about if they follow this path, either way, it's going to lead to here, I believe. But if they follow this path, they will be led to an even more blessed and sacred place in their career. The sacral chakra tells me about fulfillment. So I feel like self fulfillment, things that they have craved, that they've wanted being fulfilled, being satisfied. Um, and yeah, and so traveling lightly is also talking about them not having to carry so much of a burden with them um, at this point in time. Like if they take the advice given to them before and they follow it, they'll be able to travel and go on about their career with a lot less of a burden, with a lot less emotional baggage. Just be freer while out and about. Moonlight and Compass again is kind of talking about self-reflection, but I'm also feeling like they have a lot of things that reference the moon in their reading, and I feel like for them at nighttime is when they get most of their bright ideas. This also talks about ideas coming from dreams. So I feel like I don't know. I feel like I see them gathering at night a lot of times and just sitting around in the dance practice room and just talking about ideas, talking about things, how they're feeling, what they're going to do next. I don't know why I'm seeing that. But that's what I'm seeing. So the compass it's just to me talking about especially continuing doing that and dreaming about it and bringing that up, which would be a great idea, is also going to be it's like a mental guide to success. It's a subconscious guide to success, subconscious thoughts and ideas brought to the surface during those times, more so at night for them as a group. Those thoughts and thought processes will guide them further and further into their career. Okay. Yang, and this is talking about more of a masculine, powerful energy. So again, Monster X kind of has that type of energy around them. And it's just kind of basically talking about following the fans kind of make up the female energy that's around them, that balances them out. And Monster X needs to keep with a sort of more masculine energy of strength and guidance and determination and discipline. Okay, and that is going to help them. Um, that's going to be what they sort of learn if they follow the previous guidance. So the tarot got cruelty, worry, failure, and then luxury. And so what I'm getting from this, honestly, especially with the compass and everything here, is once you follow directions, all the cruelty, worry, failure will turn into luxury. All of the emotional baggage, all of the emotions, the hard times that they've been facing, will turn into literal happiness and joy and the life that they kind of wanted to live. All of that is going to come from the suffering that they have been enduring up until now. And that's kind of all that I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. I kept this as short as I possibly could. And until next time, thank you for your request. Much love to you. Mwah, and bye.